What's up YouTube? This is FJ and I wanted to make another video for you guys, this time to compare Birkenstock with others. Okay, so I've been wanting a pair of Birkenstocks for a while. My friends started picking them up. You know, it's not really regarded as like a cool, stylish looking shoe, at least from my first impressions of it. But everyone was just speaking so highly of the quality of Birkenstocks, and for a while even you can get like a decent pair at a good price at Costco. But I missed out on that, so now everywhere I look on like Birkenstocks, they were still up to like 130, 140 bucks. Other stores have them up to 180 to 200 depending on the model. But luckily, again, I was able to find some really good deals at SVP Sports, my favorite store. And they had some clearance models, some of the less popular models, on sale for $59.99, $79.99 for some, $99.99 for some. But they're the staple, the ones that you guys all know, the silhouette that every basic Birkenstock has. Those are generally 130, 140, up to 160 there. But I'm not really a fan of that shape where it goes over the foot with the two straps. I have flat feet. My forefoot's kind of wider than normal, and I find like I don't like the when it's constricted, like the top arch of my foot. I don't like when there is something pushing down on that part of my foot. So the first pair I purchased were these. This is, you can see there, rather than having the strap that it normally has, the two straps, this is more open on the top of the foot, which I like. I like that freedom. I don't like anything constricting the top of my foot. This is a size 41 Europe. I think because I'm a US size 8, men's size 8, I'm in between 40 and 41. I've had different versions of this. I tried on different sizes, and really depending on the model, I can go either 40 or 41. Europe 40 or 41. I had like the all rubber version. It was given to me. Those were really cheap though, and I wouldn't recommend them because it's all, I guess, EVA foam. It's all just rubber. There's no, you don't get the tech benefits of the cork midsole and the rubber outsole. The reason why I wanted a Birkenstock really was the fact that I hear the cork absorbs moisture, and I do generally sweat more. I think more than the average person, and my feet sweat too. So I wanted something that would absorb that moisture, and it does. I will say, I mean, for the most part, you wear these barefoot. I wouldn't wear these with socks unless I just quickly had to put on some slippers and I had socks on. But if I were to wear these out, I would not wear these with socks. I want to take full advantage of the cork and the midsole. And there are two versions I've discovered. I'm going to show you guys another pair that I purchased recently. This is now my go-to. Again, see, doesn't really constrict the top of the foot like the mid strap section. I'll have these like the actual model names of these in the description below if you guys want to see. I think they basically name their naming nomenclature system is just, it's a different like location or a city based on the model. But this insole, I guess you can call it, is just the standard suede hard. There is no additional foam to make it softer. It's really just personal preference if you like a little bit more of that cushiness. The first one I got was the soft bed, and you do notice that there is more of that cushy feeling when you step into these. But I think overuse, I think the purpose is to have a more structured, firm footbed on Birkenstocks. They're not made to be really cushy. Yes, it's noticeably there that you do get that sensation when you first step into them and maybe when you take some steps, but overall the usage I think is the same. It's is made to be supportive and firm over time, and it does take a little bit of time to break in, and you'll notice it too, like the wear on the insole itself. You'll see your footprint eventually embedding itself into this insole. It's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So this is genuine Birkenstock. So is this genuine Birkenstock. And I noticed there were a couple of other brands I started noticing in like Marshalls or Winners. And one of the brands I noticed was called Autenti. Okay, so very similar midsole, outsole type of design. I think they really did try to emulate Birkenstock. And these, they say genuine leather. So again, you can see the reason why I went with this shape. Again, I don't like the constriction of the top flap, so I went with a general kind of like thong type of slipper. I actually appreciate this extra piece, also part of that leather, because it stays on your foot a lot better, I find, rather than like flimsy flippiness of just a top slide. I like the thong kind of design. These are comfortable. I got these at Winners for like 35 or 40 bucks. You can get them at Marshalls too for the same price, 35, 40 bucks. The cork, you can see there's still a cork there in the midsole, rubber outsole, hard rubber outsole. It's actually a little bit, when I compare them, the outsole of the Autenti is more bouncy and cushy than the Birkenstock. Birkenstock's a lot more firm. I guess they're going to be more durable as well, but I haven't had really any issues with the Autenti. There's another brand too, I think at Winners and Marshalls, not Autenti, but looks very similar again in terms of design. Also 35 to 40 bucks, and they're pretty good. So one thing I am a little weary of is the fact that they are noticeably more soft than the Birkenstocks. Like, this is a soft bed Birkenstock, and this is even softer than that. Like, there's even more plushness. You can even see that the insole, it has even more give. It's more plush. When you step into these, it's very comfortable. It's very nice. It's more, I guess, I wouldn't use the word flimsy, but I will say it's noticeably more flexible than the Birkenstock. The firm ones for sure are like, this one is definitely, I haven't really broken these in though. I just purchased these. I've barely worn these, so maybe that's why it hasn't really broken in yet. These guys have a little bit more flex now that I've worn these. So I like them so much that I even purchased a pair for my wife. These ones. Also from SVP Sports. Soft bed. When it's the blue labeling rather than the black labeling, it means it's the soft bed. So it's a little bit more cushy when you step in. Not much, but it is noticeable compared to the firm, regular footbed of the Birkenstock. But yeah, I think, and yeah, she's a fan of these as well. So what would I recommend in terms of like purchasing if you are in the market for a Birkenstock? So if you are very, very tight budget and you still want, the cork midsole, my concern is I'm not going to be one of those channels that cut these in half and see exactly how much is cork, but I've heard some rumors that the lower models, the more affordable models, don't have the cork all the way through. It's just more of like an aesthetic piece. Maybe underneath this is just foam. I don't know, but I will say for 35 to 40 bucks, the Autenti, I would recommend if you want something that's got a cork midsole, leather upper, genuine leather on the strap. Solid choice. I've seen Skechers have their own version as well. I saw them at Skechers, and I see them at Costco as well now. There's other brands that I've noticed. I mean, try them on. But I would not pay more than 35 to 40 bucks for an imitation Birkenstock, So like if Skechers is selling it for 50 or more, I would rather recommend you go to SVP Sports and get a pair of authentic Birkenstocks for $60, the clearance versions. Do I think these are worth $130 to $140 for their original, design? No, I would not pay $130 $140 for a slipper, for a slide. Before these Birkenstocks, which were again $60 each, the most I ever paid for a flip flop or a slide was like my Adidas Alpha Bounce, and those are the most comfortable slide I've ever purchased. I would still say they're still the most comfortable slide I would have ever purchased. I would use those for longer, more athletic type of days. If I'm going to go for a walk for a long time, if I'm going to go to the beach, I would wear the Adidas Alpha Bounce. You'll see a video of that as well. I have that video in my channel as well. But those are because it's more foam, more spongy, rubber. They can get wet. These, they recommend you do not get these wet. If you get them wet, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I've read that you just have to put them not in the sun. Don't put them directly under the sun. Just put them somewhere dry, but still in a relatively room temperature area, and they will dry and it'll be okay. One time I wanted to like kind of clean the insole for this one, so I kind of brushed it a little bit with some water, and then afterwards I did leave it in the sun for just like 3 to 5 minutes, just to get most of that moisture dried out, and then I brought it back in. So you don't want to damage anything in the sun. Direct sunlight for a long time, or for an extended amount of time, would probably not be good for it. So this is a suede upper on this cross pattern for the straps. This is more of like a softer suede. It's not quite as like rough and fuzzy as this suede. This is definitely more of like a smooth suede feel. It emulates more of, I guess, what you would find on the regular Birkenstock. Same with this. What you get on the Autenti is kind of like that standard leather feel, skin type on the top, but the inner part is more of like the suede brush fibers. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm still a fan of the Birkenstock. I'm still gonna be getting used to wearing these more. It's more of like if you want to do a summer outfit, but you don't want to wear a full out dress shoe, but you still want to dress up your outfit. I think Birkenstock is a nice way to do that. It's a nice style of making something more casual, dressing it up a little bit, but still maintaining that summer vibe. And yeah, I think too, comfort wise, it's there. I wouldn't recommend paying more than $60 for a pair of Birkenstocks. That's only because I was able to find such good deals at SVP Sports. But yeah, check them out. You won't be able to find all their models on the website, but if you just go in store and check out their racks, their clearance racks, and even just the wall, you can find a pretty good selection of Birkenstocks at SVP Sports at a much lower price than all the other competitors. Anyway, if you guys found this video helpful, let me know, comment down below, like it, subscribe if you'd like. Have any questions at all? I am very open to answering questions in the comments. I love this stuff. I love footwear. I love shoes. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.